When you put on a single string, the first thing you need to look at is to make sure that the string has a really clear path. So the string, you know, it obviously starts down here by the tailpiece. This is a fine tuning tailpiece, so the string would be fitted into the fine tuner. You can also get wooden tailpieces without fine tuner. And it's just important that the string firstly has a clear path, but also that it runs smoothly. So you use lubricant like graphite, and that's just a fancy name for using pencil, a soft pencil. And you make sure that the pegs work very nicely and smoothly. So first you put some graphite in here using a pencil. I'm just using a normal, it's actually a HB, probably a softer pencil's better. So you just put some graphite into there, and also on the bridge. So this one already has some graphite on it, but I may as well put on a little bit more. I always like to try and make sure that I don't draw all over the bridge. It just doesn't make it look very nice. Usually I also put a little bit of grease on the fine tuner. So take this fine tuner out. Just got a little jar of grease here, and just put a tiny bit on the tip. You don't need a lot. And then the final thing is to put some peg paste onto the peg. I use the Hill style peg paste. It comes in a little tube like this. Looks a little bit like a lipstick, I guess. It's been around for ages. I remember my father using this in the 70s, so it was wrapped slightly different back then, but it's basically the same composition. Pirastro make one as well, it's more a graphite-y style. Okay, now you put the peg back in. And the idea is that the string has no kinks at any spot, so you do have to check that. Because if there's a kink, or if it touches another peg, sometimes you can get sharp like kinks just here at the nut, and or otherwise sometimes one string will touch another peg, and that's just not, it creates extra friction for the string, and it just means your string won't last quite as long. It'll unravel in that particular spot. So first of all, you put the string into the tailpiece. You might also have a different style of tailpiece. Say you have a wooden style tailpiece like this. The string would just go loop through the same kind of, same kind of way it goes in underneath. But in this case I'm using a fine tuning tailpiece, so here it is. So you pop it in and make sure that it's in the right way. You want it to line up so that it sits like this underneath. Loop it over the bridge, over the nut. Now this is the, there's lots of different techniques of how to put a string in. The way I do it is like this. Just trying to make sure I get that. So I just pop the string into the hole, turn it around one time, and then loop it all the way to the edge of the peg box. And that way That way the string will pull the peg inwards. Now, it's always worth checking the bridge quickly, making sure that it's at a right angle. It's slightly forward, so I'm just going to pull it back. Okay, so all tuned, just double checking the bridge again, making sure that it's straight. So there you have it, a new string fitted, and you're ready to go.